Hey Pisces, welcome. This is your career and finances reading, and this is timeless, so anytime you come across it, there may be some messages here for you. And we're going to see what you have going on and what may be coming towards you and get you some messages of clarity and guidance. Okay. All right, so we have the Five of Cups here. All right, so immediately I'm hearing that even though things may not be where you want them to be and you may not have accomplished everything that you want to as it relates to your finances at this point in time, I feel like some of you feel like you should be farther along than where you are. Even though you may be having those feelings, still be appreciative and grateful for everything that you have accomplished so far, because you have made some accomplishments and some strides and made progress towards your goals. And also there's opportunity for you to look at and evaluate what you've accomplished so far, to see like how you were able to accomplish what you did. So what were some of the successes that you had, and how were you able to strategize to meet your goals? So that's something that you could think of as well in the meantime while you're waiting for your abundance to reach you. And that's something that's going to raise your vibration and your frequency so that you are in that space on that level to where the rest of your abundance or more abundance opens up for you. So this isn't a time to be discouraged or feeling down. Be thankful, be grateful for how far you've come and what you've accomplished, and also for what more is to come to you. Okay, so we also have the Lovers. Okay, so I feel like you taking this moment to be appreciative, to be grateful, is also helping you to become one more with yourself. So I feel like there's like a spiritual component or connection tied with this. So if you don't necessarily have a spiritual appreciation or understanding of money and how it works, then you may want to Google that and understand more about how money is just an energy and how you can better connect with it to receive your desires. Okay. So what else? Thank you. All right, so the Seven of Cups. Okay, and I'm not even gonna lie here. I've done this video times. We had to do multiple takes to get here, and the Seven of Cups came out twice in other takes that I did of this, so it must have really wanted to come out here. So I feel like with the Seven of Cups, it's like a lot of options that you do have for moving forward that you're seeing and recognizing, and you may feel a little overwhelmed by that. So that is one thing, and that is okay. A little bit of reflection, connection with your intuition, source, your higher self and guides will help you to uncover and help unveil to you what ideas you should pursue and what ideas would be good for your highest good. And also just help you to evaluate which ideas are feasible, viable, versus those that are really just like, you know, I don't want to say lies, but just like not viable. We'll put it that way. Okay. But yeah, you may have a lot going and a lot swirling around in your head, different ideas, different options, and just take a moment to reflect and allow that knowledge and information, allow those messages to come to you. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this process here is while you're waiting and allowing for your abundance to come to you, it is going to require some strength, because you are going to need to take some inspired action to get yourself back in alignment with your goals. Okay. Also, during this process, during this journey, you're being guided to stay strong and to choose the right attitude. Because if you choose an attitude or you choose to remain in an energy that's not helpful, then that's not going to help you to progress, basically. So it's going to prohibit you from progressing and receiving your blessings in abundance, to stay connected with energy that is negative or sad or sort of like a victim type of mentality of, you know, things are happening to you or things are being taken away from you, or, you know, why don't you have this? Other people have this, and, you know, all of those things. Just all of that energy that's just really not helpful to you, and it's not who you authentically are, because this is you, the dreamer, that has all of these options and all of these blessings and abundance available to you. So it's just a matter of you deciding which cup do you want. What direction do you want to go in? And again, for some of you, this is about like getting back on track to your goals, and also celebrating the small successes that you have along your path to fulfillment. Okay. All right. So I feel like for some of you, there may even be this state of where you feel like you're healing. So it could have been like a separation with the partner or a job. So some loss in some way that you may be experiencing at this time. And you're also being called to have strength and courage and bravery as it relates to that. And that may be in some way impacting your finances. But you are healing. You are working your way through that. And at the end of the day, you're going to have your 10 of Pentacles. You are going to have success and be fulfilled here. So that's why we have that in the middle here, because that is the ultimate resolution and the end result. Okay, so continue your journey, continue healing, continue moving forward, continue progressing, continue being appreciative for what you have. So we have the Magician. Okay, and so this is a wonderful reminder that you have everything that you need already within you. You know what idea to pursue. You know how to get yourself back on track. You know how to continue to expand and grow your finances and your financial foundation. You know all the answers already, is what I'm hearing. And it's time to put your gifts and talents to work. Call on your intuition to assist you. Yeah, absolutely. So this is you ending up in that place where you are abundant, you are fulfilled emotionally and financially, and you are able to support others through the foundation that you've built. Okay, and so I feel like this is even just being able to take better care of your family as well. So it could be something that small, or it could be something on a larger scale where you are a philanthropist and you are an angel investor and you're helping others to achieve their dreams and their goals. Okay, so yeah, that is all waiting for you. That is all available to you. All right, we also have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, and I feel like you're going to do this in a loving manner, in a way that incorporates the best of our emotions into the process. So you're going to do that and be a helper and a healer in an emotionally intelligent way. Okay, but you also are like not about no bullshit either. Like you're going to be able to recognize like who is not having your best interest in mind, or they're really just trying to get over in some way. Like you're going to be able to recognize that, and you're going to call that out. And that may even be like a part of this process of who you are becoming and how you are helping and supporting the world. So speaking clarity and truth may be a part of the financial support that you provide. So in some way, however that works. So I feel like also like maybe a politician or someone who's critical to a community in some way, a leader in the community, however this resonates, like it is all here, whatever you desire. What else? What else for Pisces? So I know that's getting a little off topic here, but it's all related to finances and your financial and foundation and your legacy here that you're building. Okay, wonderful. Yeah. So there's also potentially some new philosophies, new strategies, and new ideas as it relates to money and how you manage money that will be helpful to you. So you will come into these knowings as a part of using your gifts and talents. There's more for you to learn. There's more transformation and growth that you are encountering, and you're being guided to trust. Trust. I'm hearing trust. You must trust in yourself and in the universe that you will have everything that you desire when you are ready for it. When you are ready for it. And you will know you're ready because you are on that frequency. You've elevated yourself to that level to which it opens up. That abundance and those blessings open up for you. Okay. What else? What else for Pisces? Thank you. Okay, so we have Seven of Wands. I guess we'll... Let me know. What's up with the Seven of Wands, please? Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. So for some of you, I feel like, what is it about your emotions that may be getting in the way sometimes? So it could be like fear, doubt, anxiety, worry that's coming in and creeping in and keeping you from accomplishing and achieving your goals and believing in yourself even. So we have the strength here reminding you how strong you are. You're brave, you're courageous. You are connected with the divine, with other realms. You're so spiritual. You have all this information, knowledge, and wisdom that you can utilize. And you're being called to call on that energy to help you along the journey. Okay. So we have Seven of Wands here. So why is the Queen of Cups in reverse? Give me some clarity on that. I feel like I kind of explained that, but just give me some clarity. Okay, so we have Eight of Swords in reverse and Judgment in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you may be thinking like you have to endure challenge or stress or struggle in some way to receive your blessings. And that's not necessarily true. That's not true at all. It's just about matching the frequency of that which you desire. So what ways can you do that? And that's about like your attitude and the way that you approach situations and the decisions that you make as a result of situations. Because your state of being is your vibration. And that is what the universe responds to. So you maintaining that positive, unconditionally loving state of being is what you're being guided to do. So in those moments of challenge, of stress, of contrast, what matters is how you respond to that. Not what's happening, but how you respond to it. And that is the vibration and frequency that you give out to the universe. So for some of you, it is about paying attention to that and working on that and working through that. And then that opening up your blessings in abundance. So I would ask, how do you typically react to challenges, to contrast, to situations and circumstances that come up? Because that is the key to receiving. Okay, so does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, let me know. Okay, so what else? Let's get some oracles for our Pisces. Okay, let's get a couple. Okay, so we have gratitude journal. Wonderful. That is a wonderful, wonderful way to express your appreciation for everything that you have and everything that you will be receiving. All of the blessings and abundance that are coming towards you. Expressing gratitude for what you have currently is a part of the process. So we have cells. So for some of you, I feel like this may be a second job that you may be thinking about. Also, it could expand and lead to something so much greater that is more entrepreneurial is what I'm hearing. So you may like take a job in a retail store or, you know, customer service online or something to that effect, and then get an idea and inspiration from that as a part of that. That's going to lead to just so much abundance. Okay, so that's really like the starting point of what's to come and what makes itself available and opens up to you. So we also have legal here, so that is also a career path for you. For some of you, this may be something that you should consider for the business that you have or for the opportunity that you want to take advantage of. So there may be something as it relates to the law. So you may need to create your LLC or organize and structure things a little bit more, this so that you are more compliant, or that things are easier for you when you do transition into that entrepreneurial space. And for those of you that are already there, there may be some connection with that you need to overlook. You may need to take a look at your contracts that you have, or that you are creating, or negotiations that you're going through with a fine-tooth comb. Okay, and then we have government and public administration. So that may also be significant to some of you. If you do have an interest there, it is coming out here as a confirmation for you. Okay, for others, I'm hearing there may also be government contracts or some work that you may do that ties in with that. So if you're thinking about that in any way, that could be a sign for you. So what else do we have for Pisces? Save money. So that's basically what we were talking about here, you getting back aligned with that. So I think we mentioned that very early on, that, you know, that is a process. That is something that some of you are working to do. Here we have it as a confirmation of like, yes, please get back on that. And then we have ask your peers for assistance and filing a complaint. So yeah, that legal portion, there's some connection with that in some way. So you may be called to do that. So just be on the lookout for that and do what you feel is best for you. We have ask your peers for assistance. So there's some soul family that could be of service to you. And it could be just like a mentor or a coach, or when you're networking with individuals, they may put you in contact with others that can be of assistance to you. So also be on the lookout for that. What else? Generational differences and dream job. Okay, wonderful. All right. So with the generational differences, I feel like this could be within your working environment, or it could also be I don't know why I'm seeing like social media, or you connecting with the public in some way. So I would say to just be mindful of that there are differences there, and there are different ways that these generations like to be communicated with. So if you are looking to market a particular product or service, that may be something that you want to research depending on who you're trying to market to. We also have dream job coming in and coming up, and we did see that 7 of Cups. So it's looking like there's a lot of options that are opening up and becoming available, and you could land your dream job, dream role, dream partnership, dream collaboration, dream project. However it aligns with you, it's coming. All right, let's see. What else do we have for Pisces? All right, so we have celebrate your wins. Wonderful. And I wanted to mention this. I don't think I actually did, but it's so important for you to celebrate the small victories. So those milestones along the way of you accomplishing your goals. And I would say, like, even if you got off track with your financial foundation or goals that you had, like even getting back on track, celebrate that. Okay, just celebrate that, because that is a change. It's a transformation of you saying like, okay, yeah, got off track, but now I'm getting back on track. So sometimes, you know, you have to just take the smallest bit of progress and celebrate it. And for others of you, it's continuing to celebrate those major milestones that you're having and all of the accomplishments as a result of your progress. All right, so we have success and transformation. Wonderful. And I think for one of the other takes that I did, the Tower did come out. So this is just a reconfirmation for me. Like, yeah, we definitely needed to speak to that. But yeah, we know that this is a process. It's a journey. And you are chugging along. And again, I would say to definitely celebrate those mini successes along the way, and each progress each step you make toward progress, celebrate it. Celebrate it. And then move beyond intention to belief. And I would say move beyond intention to knowing, and trusting. Okay? What else do we have for our Pisces? We have well, with family wishes come true. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. We also have victory in some endeavor. So you have your wishes being granted, you have victory, you have your dream job. We have a lot of wonderful things coming up for you, Pisces. So we have crown with honor and respect will come to you. And this is a result of you feeling fulfilled and you helping. And I think for some of you, this is, which we spoke to, your work in the community. Okay, so whatever way that's shaping up, your philanthropy, or you just being a present in the community and helping and supporting. And I would also say this is family as well. Being that person within the family everybody knows they can depend on and they can go to for help and support. And it doesn't have to always be monetarily. But yeah, knowledge and respect and honor coming to you for that. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. So I believe, yep, we also saw the Ace of Swords here and the Queen of Swords. So you will recognize it immediately and you're not having it. You're not having it. So that is just that reconfirmation of like, yes, stand up for yourself. Stand up for what's right. Stand up for the individuals that are unable to speak for themselves or stand up for themselves. And then we have grasshopper with situations in the balance that require careful handling. So I would say to definitely do that with care. Okay, because we also have filing a complaint, and I think I might even skipped over that. But yeah, so there's something going on here where you do feel like you may need to be, I'm hearing like martyr in some cases. So just recognize and know that you must do whatever is right for you and what's best for you and your financial situation, but you are supported and protected if you decide, yes, I do want to stand up for this. This is absolutely wrong, and I'm going to be the one to stand up for it and speak out against it. You are protected in that, and again, it is a journey. It is a process that you will go through, but you will ultimately end up with success and victory. Okay, so what else do we have for our Pisces? We have brand style guide and add-ons. Wonderful. So I feel like with the brand style, that's pretty self-explanatory. You may want to start to consider that as you are looking at those options with that 7 of Cups. You have a lot of things that a lot of avenues you can go down. What about starting to build your brand? And for some of you, you may already be there, but there's something with the brand that you can improve on and expand and grow. So you may have been thinking and wanting to do something to change things up, reinvent yourself. There's your confirmation. And I also feel like with this add-ons, there may be something that you can do with your customers or some feedback that you receive from your customers. So maybe doing some surveys or just asking or connecting with them, seeing how they're liking the products and services are going to generate some ideas for you as well. Okay, and then let's end with a couple final messages. You have learn how to honor and treat your body well. I feel like for you, Pisces, you do that consistently. So for some of you that have gotten off track, this is just that reminder to get back on track with balancing yourself, body, mind, and soul. Then we have, despite the frustration, you're on your way to making all your dreams come true. Yeah, so we saw that strength card coming out. So this is just an extra encouragement, extra reminder that, yeah, you're making progress. Stay strong. Allow that magician to come out with you utilizing your gifts, talents, and abilities to achieve and accomplish your goals. And then we have, don't stop living your life because of someone else. Okay, yeah. And I feel like, again, I did like 3 takes of this before we got to this recording, but at one point there was this discussion of maybe a loss or a separation in some way. So I don't think it was in this take, but it did come out in another take that I did for you. So in that case, I feel like this is a really strong message for someone, that it is so important that you continue to work toward your life journey and continue down your life path, and call on your intuition, source, guides, angels for support in that process, because we know that that can be challenging at times when you do go through situations and circumstances like that, but you always have unconditional love, help, and support available to you. Okay, Pisces? All right, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment to let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.